Shannon always says she promises these parents the best support, so they are trusting us to care for their loved one, and that's what I'm so passionate about, is making sure our folks that we serve are getting the care that I would love my loved ones to receive as well. My name is Kristy, and this is how I roll. So my role is the Director of Support Services. Matthew Chin is the Director of Youth Supports, so he oversees all of the youth homes, and I am the Director of Support Services and oversee all facets of the adult homes. I work closely with the health team, and I especially work closely with the people and culture. This is where CORE is so good at intentionally matching. So if you love wrestling and hockey, of course we're going to try to intentionally match you to a house that loves hockey and wrestling, right? And so we really try to be intentional in our hiring. I think my role is really unique in the sense that I'm an extra layer of support to the coordinators, and Michael and Jim have set up leadership in such a unique way that everybody feels supported. The value I do bring is I have worked on the floor as a support, as a nurse. I've been in their shoes, and I always feel that that helps me be a good leader. So my most important roles is wife and mother of 3 children, but my professional journey is I was a teacher aide actually for 10 years while my children were growing up, and that allowed me to be with them. But then I went to school later in life to get my licensed practical nurse from Gabriel Dumont here in Regina. And through that journey, it led me to work in the hospitals in Moose Jaw, on all different units, the mother-baby, pediatrics, medical surgical units. And it was through there that I was actually hooked up with a nurse that worked at Hope's Home. And she was like, Kristy, you gotta get to Hope's Home. Like, you are just so amazing in peds, I have to bring you to Hope's Home. And it was through Hope's Home where I was first introduced to Michael. And Michael did all sorts of trainings for us there, and that is when I was first introduced to gentle teaching. And at the time I was dealing with a lot of the most complex youth and children at that time. I wanted to take whatever knowledge he was giving us and put it to work at Hope's Home. I knew I aligned with CORE, and I knew eventually I wanted to be here. I just feel the more people there is, the more ideas are generated, and it helps me see ideas from a different light. I don't have the history at CORE like my coordinators do, and I always love hearing the stories. I love hearing what CORE was like when it was just a few homes or a few people. So collaboration is key to this role, just to find out the journey CORE's been on as well. I need to build and develop relationships with my coordinators so they trust me to help them when the time comes that they do need something from me. And then it filters down. So relationship building then with the teams, trying to come to the team meetings and be a part of the teams is very essential as well. And then they have a trust in me, and my door is always open, and I want people to come and say hi. So it's not, I'm just not seeing them in bad times, but I'm seeing them in good times as well. And that sense of trust then just gets stronger and stronger. The level of trust that families have in CORE is so strong. I feel that they are being so vulnerable in allowing us to care for their child. And we know the families know their child the best. They know how to care for them. And we want to do them proud and do the best possible way we can look after their child.